Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are all on this journey to reunite with our twins in this lifetime and to help raise love and light on the planet. And so the message that I'm going to share today is I share messages that come through from people's healings and the messages that I get from my journey really to help us all stay on track and help us on this crazy journey. So the message that I'm going to share today is what I saw come through in people's healings that I did yesterday, because of course we are all so connected on this journey, and so sharing what I see in the healings may trigger something for you and your connection as well. So there are certain themes that were coming out. I did 5 sessions and I'm going to talk through the 5 sessions and also say about the songs that were coming through, because of course within the songs that come through there are more and more messages. So when I was this quote that I must have written down quite a while ago fell out of a book today. And so the quote is, "I cannot remember exactly the first time your soul whispered to mine, but I know you woke it and it has never slept since." And so this is why, I mean, this is just such a lovely thing to remember, because of course when you meet your twin, some of us will, like me, it woke me up. And that was the start of my awakening, and every single day ever since has been kind of a mind-blowing experience. And so it is just to remember again that to look at the kind of awe of the journey, and so not to get dunked in all of the, obviously it comes with its challenges, and that we all know about, but it's to switch the focus to really realizing how incredible this journey is. So I'm going to share what happened in the healings that I saw. So the first one, it was all about clearing pride. So I saw a motorbike first of all, and I saw her twin riding a motorbike, and then I saw, I could hear the music of Top Gun, and I saw the scene when Tom Cruise was riding off on his bike, and so I was guided to search for that particular scene. And in this scene, it is when the girl Kelly, who is the girlfriend, she basically calls him out, and so he loses a bit of his pride in front of his mates. And her twin was saying that's basically that he has got lost in his own pride, and he's made stupid mistakes because of his self-pride has been put in the way. And so that was what we needed to clear, because pride is linked to the ego, and very often people are way too proud to come and say I'm sorry, or to come and do what they truly want to do, because their pride gets in the way. So that was the first thing. It was pride. The second session was I saw them both anchor. There was a big anchor, and at the beginning they were holding a rope and they were playing, and they were doing a tug of war. And then I saw them being anchored and roped to the anchor. And when I saw the picture pan out a bit, and then I saw that the anchor was actually attached to a boat, and on the side of the boat was written love. The anchor with them on the anchor was dropped into the water, and I could feel that sense of panic that they weren't able to breathe, but then they realized that they could both breathe for each other underwater. And the song that came through was I'm in Love with the Shape of You. And the symbology around that was saying, that basically it might feel like you have been thrown overboard and that sense of panic about how you're going to survive and how you're going to cope, but realizing that actually you are both anchoring this love onto the planet together. And sometimes that might feel that you've been thrown overboard, but it's to trust that you are doing it together and you are both anchoring this love together on the planet. So again, very, very powerful an analogy of what's happening. And also that feeling of, you know, anyone can relate to that feeling of if you're thrown overboard, there is that sense of panic, right? Which is what happens on this journey many times, because fear and doubt and anxiety and everything else can come out of nowhere at any time, because we're all taking our piece of the pie, right? The collective energy that we've got to clear. So the next one was, I see them in a boat again, and they are the water is really stormy, black skies, really treacherous water. And her twin, they're two of them, her twin is rowing the boat and she is blindfolded. And I see suddenly that the sky opens and there's a big light that comes down from the sky. And basically this hand comes and like picks up the boat and takes this boat and basically lifts it into the light. And the song that came through is by Rod Stewart, and it is "We Are Sailing." And the lyric from that song is, "We are sailing stormy waters to be free." So crazy in sync, right? Because actually, again, symbolically, it was her twin who was rowing the boat. She was blindfolded, so she couldn't see where she was going. He was taking them towards the light. And it was, you know, the light that came and picked them up and elevated them out of the stormy water. So again, incredibly powerful. The next one, I kept seeing a fireman's pole, and I saw that him and his twin going down this fireman's pole. And I was thinking, and I said, why am I seeing a fireman's pole? And I could see that they were running back round and getting back on the fireman's pole and dropping down again and running back and dropping down again and running back and dropping down again. And it just kept going like that between him and his twin. And then I saw the scene pan out more. And what I saw was, again, the pole had love written on the pole. And the pole was going up into the heavens. And so what was happening is, and they were and basically I saw that they were actually holding a baton, and they were passing a baton to each other. So every time they were sliding down the fireman's pole and handing the baton over to each other, actually they were rising higher and higher and higher up this love pole. And the love pole was going to the heavens. And the song that came through was "Stairway to Heaven." So again, crazy analogy, because again, the having to jump off the pole is taking that leap of faith. Handing the baton over to each other is increasing their love energy, and that is again lifting them up, which is why they're on their stairway to heaven and the light. When I sent this to the divine, to the guy that it's healing, it is. I sent a Whispers of Oracle card, and it was about rest and relaxation. And I said to him, I was like, you have to be at the moment really careful, because you're taking on a lot more light energy in your body, which is what that whole healing was symbolizing. That, you know, they're handing this baton over, and they're increasing their light by climbing up and up this pole. And the card that came through was actually rest and relaxation, so it backed it up completely. And of course he came back and said, that is so crazily on point, because I've been feeling extremely tired, and it is just completely in sync with everything that I've been experiencing. So again, the other lady came back, the one with the anchor. She had recently just had a session, and the person had said to her, you're the anchor for each other. So again, it just, you know, the other one about the Top Gun motorbike, sure enough, he rides a motorbike. So all of these things, you know, it's amazing how the synchronicities just keep happening. It's like a doorway that just opens to more and more and more. The final one was about a past life. And this is so crazily symbolic, right? This was about a past life healing where I saw them and we had to heal what happened. It was basically about abandonment and loss and feeling left alone. But really significantly, what came through was a scene from a film called St. Elmo's Fire. And St. Elmo's Fire was a film back from the Brat Pack and with Rob Lowe and Demi Moore. And the scene was, if you go, I'm going to put the clip into the description box. I would highly recommend you watch the clip. But in it, she talks about losing her mother and she felt abandoned. And this was exactly what this past life healing was about. It was about that she was left by her twin and her family and everything because of a situation that happened. So the fact that the clip started with this sense of this, you know, in the film, it was about her wanting to have that love from her mother. Now, the clip says, this is the exact clip from, I've written it down, the quote from the clip. And it is all about being a guiding light and also seeing through the illusion of this life. So the clip, this is Rob Lowe speaking to Demi Moore, and he says, Jules, you know, honey, this isn't real. You know what it is? It's St. Elmo's Fire. The electric flashes of light that appear in the dark skies out of nowhere. Sailors would guide entire journeys by it, but there was no fire. There wasn't even a St. Elmo. They made it up because they needed it to keep going when things got tough. Just like you're making all of this up. We're all going through this. It's our time on the edge. St. Elmo's Fire. Okay, so many of these all saying there are stormy waters at the moment. If you are going through those hard times, that time when you just need to reach out for somebody to give you that guiding light, then this is it. It is the storminess will pass, right? Be in the eye of the storm to get where the calm is. The song that came through in that lady's healing, the final bit was, the song is called Where Is the Love? And it is by the Black Eyed Peas. And if you look to the lyrics of that song, Where Is the Love? It is all about saying what the state of society is now and where is the love? What has happened to the love that we share for each other? What has happened to the connections? What has happened to how we're creating this world, you know, in fear, look at the political situation, everything. And so it was so poignant because it was remembering that everything that we're doing here as Twin Flames is here to remember what love is, remember what connection is, remember what being a true guiding light is. So that is the message for today. Go and check out. I'll put the clips into the description box. Amazing. Just amazing messages. All of those 5 healings have interwoven this incredible story. And guidance, right? So I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that comes to me for healings. I would not see this. I would not be able to do these messages if I didn't have that. So I want to say thank you so much, because that really has been quite emotional to go through that and just to see all of how that links all together. That's 5 different people, 5 different messages, but they all tell a beautiful story of the twin flame love and what we're here to do. So I want to say thank you so much. If you want to have a healing or reading, it's only $20. Channeled letters are $10. It's all half price at the moment. So if you want to have one, please do. I send you a write-up of everything I see, and any clips that come through, any songs that come through, and a Whispers of Love oracle. Finally, the mantra for today from the Divine Love Letter book is, from the Divine Love Mantra is, we are our own galaxy made out of love. So we are our own galaxy made out of love. All right, thanks so much. Take care. Bye. And thank you to everyone who lets me share their stories through their healings and through their letters, because it really is inspirational. So thank you. Okay, bye.